A great escape.
Going live, going live. You're live, it says. Huzzah!
Oh,
Continue.
unfortunately.
From save point.
My own way. Maybe I'll leave.
Okay. I forget exactly what we were talking about, but,
That Angad is one evil, evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I
La,
cannot
la, la,
condone
la.
such dirty tricks, so he took action. Oh, and
Right.
this is top secret. You got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay?
Yes, sure, right. That's
alright. So. Have I pressed on every statement, or I probably haven't?
I think you did.
You can't say something like that without proof. That's just slander.
But it's true that woman was getting intimate with poor Juan. Look, it says so right here, doesn't it? Manager to the stars, Miss AA.
But the name of the magazine this came from is Gossip Land.
Ah, yes, now I remember what you have to do.
What, are you saying that gossip is all just a pack of lies?
That is
What do
exactly
you know?
what we're saying.
I suppose next you'll swear to me that the news is 100% truth.
I mean,
Sadly, sometimes people can get it wrong
no, really.
if you're reporting in real time anyway. That's just the nature of the job. If you're trying to piece together a full story and you want to tell the full story, you can sometimes get it wrong. But also, sometimes you do get it wrong on the news because bias.
Honestly, Sonny, you can't discriminate between the news and gossip.
Neither are trustworthy, but you can trust the news usually more than gossip. You can at least get some amount of details, not the conclusions from them, though. Yes, discrimination is bad, Mr. Wright. Discriminate? When did I do anything like that?
Anyway,
No.
Angard would never get me to say touche.
No.
He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal.
Who the fuck says he possibly could think of that? A scandal? A scandala. What do you mean by that?
You're a dim-witted one, aren't you?
Oh my god.
I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is.
He knows what a scandal is, but there's a lot of different kinds of scandals. You seem to have a one-track mind, Miss Shipper. Dear God, is Oldbig the kind of person that hardcore shipper from today will become? Like the kind of person who incites a ship war for, not for fun, but out of some sense of principle.
Okay, I know what you do now.
Okay.
Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle schools these days?
No, I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. I know that much.
Yeah, I don't care.
Well,
This is all
that
infor-
Angard
this
thought he
is
could
all-
pull a monopoly on popularity.
You're too loud. Anyways, so now.
What are you saying no to?
That statement.
Oh.
No. Yes. That's it.
Wait.
What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Secret information that no one else knows yet. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information?
Huh? Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it.
He's a pro.
It's a secret. Even if you drill a hole into my brain, you'll never find out.
How in
Don't
the world
tempt
did that
us.
old bag get such a secret piece of information? Present evidence. I'm guessing.
But which evidence?
So no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Oldbag?
Why are you looking at me like that? Stop it.
Witness. I'm sad to say it, but this is how you found out this secret, isn't it? It's the magazine clipping, isn't it? From Gossip Land. She's already basically cited it.
Wait, what?
She already basically cited this magazine clipping.
Oh, yeah.
Take that.
You call that proof? It looks more like proof of spite towards the witness. If you have nothing to back up your claims, they are no more valid than gossip.
Fucking excuse me? She cited a gossip column. There's a specific term for type of scam in old China that is continued on to today that I feel like has just happened to me. It's basically gaslighting.
Welcome to the world of Ace
Witness,
Attorney,
please feel free to
bitch.
ignore the defense's gesture of ill will and continue.
Okie dokie, see, nothing can get me down.
Great. That did nothing but set me back a few minutes of my life.
You can
Fuck
try
you.
again. Sounds like another tidbit of gossip, doesn't it? That's you. Anyway, but you can't just ignore it either. Makes your client look bad either way.
Well, I don't think I heard anything really out of the ordinary just now.
Gin and juice. Laying underneath the palm
Press the
tree.
heck out of it.
And ours. Now, perhaps you need to try again, but what could you present? I love not helping you. It's so much fun. Well, not helping you just directly giving me the answer. More than I'll help you with. Like, you have the right idea, but the wrong evidence.
Okay, I have to go back through the evidence. Button, knife, autopsy report, attempted suicide report from Adrian, the suicide report from Celeste, crime photo of the murder scene, the wine glass with the tomato juice, guitar case, the hotel guide map, the clipping from Gossip Land that she's already fucking quoted as if it's truth. Like,
now put your hands
fuck
up.
off. Did Oldbeck steal Lotta's camera?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Perhaps you have gotten it, as the kids say.
What did you just say?
I said perhaps you have gotten it, as the kids say.
Okay, so do I fucking present Lotta's camera?
Not now. You have to do the presenting evidence part first, stupid.
No.
You know where you talk to her?
Uh-huh. Wait, do I have to press the statement
Press
first?
it. Yes, press it, then present the evidence.
Okay. Wait.
What? I'm a busy woman.
Tea time with the kids is over. Okay, I already... Okay, I press, not present first. That's
ready.
good.
Turn it up, because it's getting heavy. Wow,
It's a secret. Even if you drill a hole into my brain, you'll never find out.
How in the world did that old bag get such a secret piece of information?
Huh.
Press further, present evidence, wait and see.
I love the page, just like I love the leg and speech. It's sometimes everything. But what?
We present the camera now.
Yes.
So no one else is supposed to know the secret information, correct?
But
If
you
that's
look
true, then
and
why
say,
do you know it, Miss Oldbag?
Why are you looking at me like that? Stop that.
Witness. I'm sad to say it, but this is how you found out the secret, isn't it? Lotta's camera. Take that. The investigative photographer, Lotta Hart. Oh, yes. I remember that mischievous girl. She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself. She reported such a thing? On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her outrageous impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What? Outrageous ideas, you say?
No, I said impressions.
Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless. Ah, that's it. That's the note. Yeah. No, see, this is something completely different. This is my top secret list of groceries to buy.
No, you have. This is my top secret list of groceries to buy.
Then you were the one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm a huge fan of Juan's, that's why. That
She's a
infamous
huge fan
puffy-haired
of
whippersnapper.
Juan's, that's why.
She's working with that evil on guard. She said so herself. On guard, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was
Smile
only
like a
checking
silly
what she
duck.
had written.
Everyone's just like.
Edgy Boo, you believe me, don't you?
This will not save you, Wendy.
I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. No, you weren't. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
You took the fucking camera, didn't you?
You really should come with a supply of teas to match your vintage wine.
Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just once. She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her?
No!
Pile on more pressure. If I let up on her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow on the prosecution. Witness, you said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct?
Stole?
Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? You stole the note, period. You took it without asking.
No, she didn't. She just
I
saved the
saved
terrible.
this piece of paper from the terrible, lonely trash can. That's all.
That's right.
You're lying,
She
damn it,
was
and I can prove it. Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again? Yes!
She's
that's
a
all
good
right.
lady. She was just.
I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole that night. Do I
let me
present
make
the camera again, or...
Let me make sure. Hold on. Yes.
Okay. Take that. Why is it still flashing?
I don't know.
Miss Oldbeck,
This isn't.
that note was with the camera inside
here we
its
go.
case, wasn't it? Oh.
I
Okay.
just wanted to scare you.
It was still there. I was like, wait, why is it still flashing? A camera? Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like, my sweet $1,600 camera disappeared on me. Why? Witness!
What is it, Gramps?
If you have the note, then it is only logical that you have the camera too. Grr.
Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
That's...
What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know.
I mean, I don't know about that.
I still eat meals like you. I fall in love and borrow things from people.
Borrow
Bitch!
things. She borrows things. What's wrong with
I think
that?
your
I say we
definition
let
of
her.
borrow was a little off, and will get you probable consequences.
I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said Slimebag Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of picture she had taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
Bailiff, check out this camera's photos. Hurry. We must examine them at once. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have?
There's only one photo that seems to be relevant to the case.
Please present it to the court. This is the Nickel Samurai.
See? I told you. That's the guy I saw.
This proves the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. Lotta's photo added to the
Oh.
court record.
I don't
does
remember
all
what
this mean,
happened
Mr.
last
Edgeworth?
time.
What?
Nothing.
Wait.
Oh, the photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant, however. By his own confession, Mr. Engard clearly stated that as the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume.
If that is the case, then this Neko Samurai is...
The defendant.
How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Have you? I don't know. Final comments, Mr. Wright. The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client? If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an objection here and blow it, then it would put Maya's life in jeopardy. I can't make a mistake here. There's only one out of this mess. This photo that Lotta took. There's...
Let's see. What do you think? You think there's something strange about this photo? Hello?
I'm trying to think.
Okay.
What's with its angle?
Well, that's Lotta's a celebrity photographer. She's probably hiding in a plant pot or something. That's not the point. That's not the point. Is there something strange? Think carefully. 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 You can't just leave it on.
I'm looking at it continuously. I'm thinking,
well, you've got to
what?
give the audience more than just looking at it continuously.
I don't... There does seem to be something off with it, but that's most celebrity photos.
Yeah, but
I don't...
You're so funny.
Is there something off with it that feels off in a... There's something strange with it for this case? I'm gonna...
That's up to you.
Guess there is?
Okay.
Is this the right way to go?
Well, you gotta find that out for yourself when you click it. I know.
There's something strange with this photo.
I knew this was coming, right?
Miles, not now. Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth? Judge, why didn't you ask Phoenix for what he thought was strange? Instead of just going to Miles? You would be able to call Phoenix's fucking bluff.
It's like... I think we can all agree there's nothing strange with this photo. There's no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster. What the fuck is a
bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright? Anyway, please look at the photo one more time. If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct? Well... I had to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this picture anyway? It's all out of focus. Why didn't she take a good shot, especially when it counts? Actually, yeah. Wasn't that... That side only had a fucking wreath!
It's just stupid.
Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is strange?
Well,
I'm trying to get an up close and personal view of this fucking thing.
You can't see it, but his face is like literally pressed up against the computer. He's like,
you aren't that correct, but not that wrong
I just realized.
I'm leaning over my keyboard.
I just realized. Look at the bar.
What?
You have one chance.
Did you not hear the judge?
No, I haven't really been paying attention. I'm playing Fallout 3.
My fucking god.
I just pay attention when I need to, like a good boyfriend.
What's torn? That's torn. Why is that torn?
It is torn. I would push it a little bit lower, though, just because the air also technically applied. No, more down. A little further. No. To the right. Yeah, about there.
Where you have it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Take that. I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here. What are you pointing to? His ankles? If you could see this person's ankle, that would be one thing. However, you can't. And? What does that mean? The Nickel Samurai in this photo cannot have been Mr. Ungard. What is the meaning of this? Objection. Oh?
Oh, I would wonder if you'd care to elaborate with actual facts. That is.
Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the hakama. I was about to say hamaka and get the two syllables mixed up, but his socks, you can see his socks. Exactly! However, in this photo, the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his hakama just to walk.
Stares gaily at Phoenix.
There's only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time.
That's curious.
I know. Huh? What is?
Edgeworth is usually calm, unusually calm today. Very usually calm.
True. He's calm. He's not as smug, which I like more, but makes me more uneasy.
As he's just letting the trial run itself as if he's only along for the ride.
You know, I think that's because he realizes it's a sham. Along for the ride? What do you mean by that?
Go home yet? I can only think that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all.
He doesn't feel under attack? He's not taking any damage? Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not much on guard, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless.
I thought it would come to this.
You did you? Did you?
I did, right? I have something I want to ask you. I think you've proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt and God. In that case... Oh, it's just a photo op!
Ooh. Who is the person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume?
Don't stress out, it's very simple. So I'm not even going to help you either, because this should be very easy.
Adrian.
Very good. See, you're not an idiot.
Yeah, why is he so
Despite
calm?
what everybody says, you're not an idiot. I love you so much.
Thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph? What did you just say?
Nothing. Saying it's like, despite what everybody said, everybody says you're an idiot. I don't believe them. And then I said, I'm everybody.
Yes. Adrian Andrews? If you want to know who that nickel samurai is, it is none other than this woman.
Bump it, and bump it. Oh, and why would you be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her of all people?
For starters, she's short.
She's
And she can
short.
freely move in and out of Mr. Onguard's room, thus having access to the Steel Samurai costume. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Ongard that night. And how does that all add up? It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Onguard's fingerprints all over it. The knife that was used as a murder weapon. Or, well, a cover-up murder weapon anyway.
One or the other. Oh, why don't you just say it is what you is, what you is. I don't know why I had a joke reading that. Why don't you just say what it is you want? Right.
I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around.
Yeah,
It always is. The defense motions to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. Order! 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 It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
This court is issuing a subpoena of Miss Adrian Andrews. Surprisingly, she hadn't been subpoenaed already, even though she was related to the case, but okay. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony. Alright, this is it.
This is bad for us.
Huh? What do you mean?
If Adrian is summoned to a court as a witness, it means the trial will go on for another day.
One more day. Ah! If I don't get a verdict today, then my... Now then, we shall set Ms. Andrews' testimony for tomorrow.
No! What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court.
Object! No, I'm kidding. Do whatever. I don't care.
Do both wind up leading to the same conclusion, or...
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. So why don't you just sit there and wait?
Alright, wait and see. I have to do something. The trial must go on. But I don't have anything left. No evidence, no nothing. Now then, court will adjourn for...
Hold it! I deplore wasting such valuable time.
Oh, thank fuck. Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I request you please continue with today's trial.
But...
I already shaved my
we cannot
gavel.
continue due to this unexpected development.
Unexpected development. I think you underestimate me, Your Honor.
And what do you mean by that?
That Mr. Phoenix would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Andrews at all. If your hearing is a bit slow to catch on.
What? So that's why he's a little coasting.
Yeah.
It's like he's figured everything out. And what is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth?
Wait, what? Oh, Miss Andrews is waiting in the lobby.
Like I figured she probably would be. They probably wouldn't have needed her, but she was probably called in just in case.
Anyway, she's the next witness.
Go figure. Phoenix, why are you sweating? This just makes sense. Everything was planned out in advance by that man. That's the part that gives me pause. Like he was trying to spin it like he planned it. Ugh. Of course he wouldn't. Old bag's barely useful.
Anyway, you can keep reading.
Looks like this battle is far from over.
Again.
Exactly. Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10 minutes recess. Bang. I need to get a gavel, honestly. I found out you can buy them on Amazon, and now I want to buy one on Amazon.
Oh my god.
What?
Ah.
I'm gonna turn on my office light real fast.
Okie dokie.
BRB!
To the bone. And all the way, lover. Got to be in all the way. All the way. All the way, lover. Yeah.
I saw the bar moving and wondered if you were talking or sicking.
Neither. What are you talking about? I'm not doing anything. Don't ever go back and look at the stream. Leave me alone.
I meant on OBS.
Well, still.
Anyways, March 22nd, 2:14 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 3.
I will kill you. Tired of you bringing out that goddamn Clover voice. Clover is gone. She and Alice are living a happy life with not even dealing with you. Oh, I love that line. Erica do today? Hi, Erica, your ass.
Dude, I can't believe that Adrian. No way. Not cool.
Adrian,
She was your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to the knife you used at dinner was, well, her. So after the ceremony during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time. See, she could have also planted that blood-covered button in your hamaka. Hakama! I keep getting those 2 syllables backwards! Hakama, not hamaka. Why do I think hamaka? I don't know.
All the way.
Because she was the one that came to wake me up? Then, dude, you're saying it really was her? Yes, she is the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Carida. At least as far as we can figure. But why? I thought she was buds with Juan. She has her own agenda. Her own agenda? What are you talking about? I'm sure you'll see by the time this trial's over. Oh, poor Matt. He doesn't know yet. It'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of today. Give me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze. Okay, Mr. Lawyer Dude?
Sorry, Mr. Lawyer Dude.
Phoenix, you think your motive is related to Celeste Impact's missing suicide note, right? Yes. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impacts for her strength and will to live. But then Miss Impact suddenly killed herself. Sounds like she left a suicide note and the person thought to have hidden it is Juan Carida, the victim of this murder. And that's why I think that Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Carida. All to get the suicide note back. Or at least find out what was in it. On it. Whatever. That sounds plausible, but one thing bothers me. What is it? Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Mr. Andrews' codependency with regards to Miss Impacts. It was Edgeworth. It looks like he's still the one in command of this ship. Don't let your guard down yet. Oh, great. Did he really plan a grand sweeping excuse me. Did he really plan a grand sweeping narrative as if he knew that, that Franziska would be waylaid, basically? District Court, courtroom number 3. Wait, I just thought, does that mean this game had 4 cases, didn't it? Yeah. The first case was, the one lawyer, you know, the
Right.
shammy one, Francisco
Yeah.
only got 2 cases.
For now.
Huh.
She'll make a reappearance in the 3rd game.
I mean, I figured as much, but she only got 2 cases so far. Okay.
Well, I would say 2.5 before getting shot.
True. Fair enough.
Get off of me.
Also, in like spoiler-ridden material, people made more references to Edward's disappearance like it was a bigger deal than it was. Because he may have been gone for most of this game, but he came right back by the end of it. I feel like it was a bigger thing than people made it out to be, but that's just my thoughts. I don't know. Court will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please. The prosecution calls the witness subpoenaed by the court. Miss Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan Corrida's room.
What is your occupation?
I am the manager of the defendant of the case, Mr. Manengar.
That is a very weird voice. I see. Now then. What are you doing?
I don't know.
That is very, very much not like Adrian Andrews. Yeah, sure. What is it? The fuck are you doing? What? And that's what the fuck is this voice? Do I need to pull out the Clover voice now? I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing, and that's why they sound like the character from 999!
And its sequel.
And its sequel. Can't forget the sequel.
Don't forget the sequel. But I went crazy in the first game and I killed everyone with an axe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. I forget. Besides the axe ending, did we also get the sub ending?
What? Oh.
I'm sure everyone else wondering the same thing. And would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim.
Let me guess. You're gonna say that it's irrelevant when it's the center of this fucking discussion.
After all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine.
Why have we made her more orgasmic? Oh, God. I just had to say orgasmic instead of sexual. You know what? Never mind. No, I have no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossip Land. If the judge was ever a prosecution witness, he'd do all my work for me.
Anyway, tell us about your relation to the victim.
Yes, I was seeing Mr. Karina. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between the other one.
What am I doing?
Oh, God.
What am I doing?
This feels all kinds of wrong.
Oh, why am I-
Considering the guy's dead.
It's so funny. This
was a private matter between Ron and myself.
You don't let the glasses fool you. She's a slut.
My God. What? So
Ooh,
it was a
fry
fry
and
and
bait.
bait matter? Or is that bait and fry? Reminds me of fishing. I've never heard that turn of phrase. I don't think you're using it right either. Don't use it.
The judge, what do you think?
Reminds me of fishing.
Hold on. Getting some water. Anyway. But I didn't kill him.
Oop.
I'm just making up funny noises. No one has accused you of that.
Yet.
Oh shit.
I've got a feeling somewhere we'll soon stare sexily at Phoenix. See?
Mm-hmm. I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Andrews. Do we? I don't know.
Let's testify. I'm not in the mood to do that sexy voice anymore, so you do whatever.
Okay.
No Clover. I'll come to the house and kick your ass.
I was just gonna do one line in the Clover voice and then do something original, but
No.
fine, no humor.
No humor. That's right. That's what I'm here for. Humor.
Okay. What happened when you discover the murder had taken place? Okay. Witness testimony. When I found the body. It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room. There was his dead body. I was in shock. What I saw was naturally the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice. You did? You poured yourself a glass of juice? Yes.
Of course, gotta have some.
Sadly, I
juice.
didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of a crime. And I disturbed the crime scene by moving this one thing. Did we look at the fingerprints that were on the tomato juice bottle?
I don't think we did.
Do we ever get to?
I want to say yes, but I don't remember.
Oh my god. And that is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your
Just
Honor.
watch me burn.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Phoenix. She is one cool and collected customer, and she has the brains to match. Yes, I know. In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt her pace. Disrupt her pace? She's the type of woman who is easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking, so you have to attack when she least expects it. Okay. Alright, this is the kind of person that I dealt with a lot in the, Professor Layton Phoenix Wright crossover game. The instant you let up on your offense is the instant this trial is over. Understood? What, babe?
Said you don't fuck this up, bitch.
Yeah. When I found the body. It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room. Hold it. Why did you do that? As a friendly gesture, Juan was to make an appearance with the other heroes. So the show was supposed to be a show of friendship, huh? Press further or letter B? I'll try pressing further. Is that the only reason? I beg your pardon? What are you implying? That's not what I would say. Well, what would I say? Actually, I don't fucking know. Never mind. You had a certain goal in mind when you started to get close to him, correct? Perhaps you had a more personal matter to discuss with the victim? Sorry, but I didn't have any such intentions in mind at that time. I can't get her to talk without a strong piece of evidence, I guess. Maybe continue now. Witness, what did you see when you got to his room? And there was his dead body. I was in shock. Hold it. This is the photo you're referring to, correct? Yes, the one with the knife lodged in his chest. And the guitar case was like this too? Yes, it was open and empty, of course. And then what did you do next, witness? Oh, that's all. Hold it. Juice? Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself. But you didn't drink any of it, did you? Huh? There were no lip marks left on this wine glass that suggest that anyone even drank from it. I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down without drinking it. Doesn't sound like there's any glaring contradictions in her testimony just now, but she poured it but then thought better of it. I warned you earlier that she would not crack so easily. The only way to make her is to keep on the offensive and not let up. The only way you're going to catch her is with some very strong decisive evidence. I have to find something. I just have to. For Maya's sake. Alright. What is it?
What?
I'm just trying to think. What is it?
What is
Also,
what?
wait a minute. Did things shuffle around?
Maybe.
I think they did. Because the button's up here now. That's a little weird. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, press. Hold it. And what was Mr. Unger doing at that time? He was taking a nap. He was worn out from his mini performance as a Nickel Samurai during the ceremony. Mr. Unger did say he was taking a nap. Then I guess you could say it could not have been taken out of his room, right? Excuse me? What are you? Objection. Right, I thought years of school would have taught you how to construct a sentence. If you don't make a sensible sentence with the subject, then I'll make one for you. Watch. Did you, Miss Andrews, remove Mr. Ungard's knife from his room? That wasn't... No, I think he was talking about the costume with the way that he phrased it, but... What? Miles... You know what? Never mind. No. Subject, verb, object, right. Did you skip basic grammar? The witness may continue.
Oof. Just keep pressing everything.
After that, I went to Juan's room. I think I already pressed this, but I'm going to press again. And why did you do that? As a friendly gesture, Juan was to make an appearance with the other heroes. So the show was supposed to be a show of friendship, huh? I already tried pressing further, but letter B? I should back off. As long as I don't have any proof she's not going to talk. Maybe continue now? Witness, what did you see when you got to this room? And there was his dead body. I was in shock. I was in shock. You were in shock?
I was in shock.
What? Was it not supposed to be? Miss Andrews is a very calculating person. Despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Kurita. Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. In shock or shocked? I don't know. And you can't seriously expect that a young lady like her would not be shocked. Somehow I don't think beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not. I see. Miss Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan Kurita, you were in great shock. That's when you poured yourself a glass of juice, correct? And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time. Your mind was a complete blank? I didn't think that was possible for you. Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing. And yet, you thought of being able to pour the juice in the first place. What one thing? Never mind.
Never
It's no
mind,
big deal. Oh. Press further.
I will kill you,
Miss
Tommy.
Andrews, I'm convinced that, as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was. Actually, so would I. I'm sorry. It's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over. Flower vase? Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime scene photo? Dismiss the glass shards? It was originally on top of the dresser, but when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case. Why did you withhold such an important piece of information? I'm sorry, I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just another part of the mess.
Yeah, that's why you're sweating so much.
It looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please add this and anything else you have to reveal to your testimony. It will only help your case. I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else. Edgeworth's ellipses.
Now this is a new statement, you see.
Okay, yes.
Now, is there something wrong with that statement?
It fell onto the guitar. Wait a fucking minute. Didn't she say that it was open?
Yes.
Okay, present. Hold on. Do we present something here or...
Yes.
Okay, present the guitar case?
But yes.
Okay. Objection. You testify that you knocked the flower vase over. Is this correct? Yes. And are you sure it fell onto the guitar case? Is there some problem with what I said? It's not some problem, it's a major problem. It's true that the top of the guitar case was wet with water. However, that's exactly what is so strange. Miss Andrews, you testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case. However, if that was true, the case would have gotten wet on the inside, not the outside.
Yes.
That's very true. Furthermore, there is one other strange thing about this guitar case. What is that? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. The remains of the vase are scattered on the floor. And what is wrong with that? If the guitar case was open when the vase fell, the glass shards would be inside, not outside the case. What is your point, Wright? That the case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over? Is that all? Objection. No, think back to what Miss Andrews testified to. She said that other than the vase, she didn't touch anything else. Yes, that's right. She did implicitly say she didn't touch the guitar case. But this whole matter with the guitar case is a dead end. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. It has no bearing on this case at all. That may very well be. However, an empty guitar case does seem to have no relation to this case. It seems that there is no deeper meaning to the guitar case. Well, Mr. Wright, do you think we need to hear more details about the guitar case? Make her testify! Right?
Yeah.
Duh.
Wait.
The empty guitar case... I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle.
It's you reaching. Oh, gosh.
Heh, I can't believe anyone would reach those straws like this, but it is you. I can't believe I'm doing this either. Phoenix, you've bullshitted harder than this. This is actually kind of an interesting lead. Like, what the fuck is going on with that guitar case? Alright, I'll follow along, for now. Miss Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case. Yes, Your Honor.
That's why I feel so beautiful. Magical.
The guitar case. I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the face over. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. Before I opened the case, even I don't know. Why didn't you just say, oh, I flipped it with my foot to try and cover up the evidence? I don't know. It looks like this really wasn't a very important point. This wastefulness is such a familiar feeling by now that it's almost comforting. Anyway, I'll just go ahead and start the cross-examination.
Alright, well,
Using it anyway to change the topic. A convenient escape for a weak man. Fuck you too.
you know he does wants that. Don't give him temptation.
What kind of dom-sub relationship do you think Edgeworth would be in if he actually was fucking with Phoenix?
I mean, I think he would. If he definitely, I think he's a verse bottom for sure. Who likes to get like tied up, chains and whips excite him.
Yeah, he's definitely a rope bunny. Alright, anyways. I don't remember too clearly because it was days. I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. Hold it. Smack. So, you opened the guitar case then? Yes, well, maybe.
Yes, well,
Why
maybe.
did you open the guitar case? Huh? Mr. Creator's dead body was right there in front of you, wasn't it? I would think that the first thing you would do is call for help, not open a guitar case. Objection. As the witness has said multiple times, when she found the dead body, she was dazed. Dazed. People who usually are incapable of doing anything other than stumble around. They don't go poking into things unless they are weird and investigating. Maybe I was curious to know if the bright red guitar was alright or not. I thought maybe the criminal took it. Why would she care about the bright red guitar? But getting back on topic. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. Hold it. Was it really empty? I was just wondering if maybe when you opened the case, the guitar was still inside. Objection. How long have you been a lawyer, Mr. Wright? Have a little professionalism. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. These trials would be over in half the time if you would just pay attention. Yes, pay more attention, Mr. Wright. Sorry. As for why I opened the case, even I don't know. Hold it. Was that because you were shocked and dazed at discovering the victim's body? Yes, that's probably it.
I'll give her answers.
I'm not going to get anywhere if I continue pressing her like this.
That's right, you're not. You have
The only way to make her talk is with evidence. I guess I should give it a try. Come on, Phoenix, we can't afford to let up on her now. I wasn't planning on letting up, but... She's at her weakest now. This is our chance. Yeah, if we had a weapon to hit her with. I'm sure a weapon is hiding somewhere in the court record, waiting to be found. Are you implying the fucking knife?
No.
Okay. What do I present where?
Thing I knew she was all up on this screaming, yeah. Lost.
Wait a fucking minute. Duh, the case contains his fingerprints.
Silly.
It does pay to reread these little captions sometimes. Objection! There's no way you're the one who opened the guitar case. Why would you say that? It's elementary, my dear. Because the only fingerprints on this guitar case were those of the victim. Ah! What is it, Miss Andrews? You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I touched the case. Ooh, girl. Is she gonna go in for the I used my foot? What do you mean? What if I were to tell you I was wearing gloves at the time? We know you left prints on the glass. Gloves? Why would you be wearing gloves at the time? It was the night of the award ceremony, so of course I dressed up for the occasion. Yes, now I remember. I'm almost sure I was wearing a pair of thin gloves. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, it seems a witness was wearing gloves at the scene of the crime. That's strange. You were wearing gloves? Isn't that a little strange? Why is that strange? Do you have something that would prove I was not wearing gloves at the time? Take that. I have your proof right here. The wine glass. The wine glass? You left your fingerprints very clearly on this wine glass. Ah. Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself this glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange that you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case? Oh, her glasses exploded. And then she put on another pair. Ouch, those eyes.
My eyes!
My eyes! Order, order. Looks like you hit the nail on the head this time. What do you mean? I believe the guitar case plays a very important role here, but it's just an empty case. I wonder if it really was empty though. But the bright red guitar was at the studio. Phoenix, drop all of your presumptions. What was in the guitar case was not the bright red guitar. Oh my fucking god.
Oh, I am just as surprised as you are. I'm kidding, I don't give a shit.
He didn't just bring the guitar case for the looks or the shits. What? He brought it to hide the thing that was in it. It's probably the fucking note. Or maybe Adrian thought it would be the note.
And I miss you. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
You don't mean
And
it was a bright white guitar?
wonder
Wait, that's already...
if I could
Phoenix.
fall into the sky. Do you
I
think
mean, it would be unnatural for someone to do that. So the witness was not wearing gloves despite the fact that in the case... Objection. Your Honor, this is obviously the defense's usual misdirection tactic at work. Steer the court towards an unrelated topic, lull us into his misguided... Objection! No, Your Honor. Please recall that Miss Andrews had testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case, which means that the case was closed when the crime took place. However, it was wide open in this photo of the crime scene. I'm sure this guitar case has some relation to the murder. Objection. If you are so sure, Wright, then I'm sure you can somehow substantiate your outrageous claim, correct? Please, enlighten us as to why that guitar case has anything to do with his murder. Can you do that, Mr. Wright? Well, let's suppose for a second that the bright red guitar was not the only thing that could have been in the case. The bright red guitar not being the only thing. You don't mean to suggest that a black guitar... Objection. Oh my god. So, you intend to push your theory that the case was not empty. Is that it, Wright? I wouldn't say something I didn't intend to prove. Deflate that head of yours, you haven't proven anything yet. Deflate that head of yours, I'm getting there! Now then, let's have it. What was inside this case at the time of the murder? What was? Do we present the suicide report or?
Let's see. No.
Oh no. Uh-huh.
Think about it.
What would be in there?
Think about it.
We present evidence, not a profile, right?
Right.
Okay.
It really is not very difficult.
It wasn't the radio transceiver, was it? No. That would be absurd. What? Was it the fucking knife?
No.
What would be in there?
This is really sad to see you trying and failing.
The wine glass?
No.
No. No. Not the button either, right?
No.
Not Lana's camera either, right?
No.
Not a press conference ticket, I imagine. A magazine clipping?
Nope.
The fuck? The fuck do I present?
This is so sad. This is so sad.
What am I missing?
This is so sad. So sad.
You say this like it should be obvious, but it's not, because all the usual suspects are not it. Or you've said they're not it. Like, the button, obviously not. The knife was literally in his fucking chest. No, it wouldn't be the wine glass. The guitar case wouldn't be inside of itself. Unless it was a TARDIS, but I don't... It doesn't have a control console inside of it to, you know, warp it back out. It wouldn't be a press conference ticket. That was... Excuse me, that was our press conference ticket. It wouldn't be this magazine clipping that we literally got from... what's his face? Powers, Will Powers. It wouldn't be like the guide map or the Nickel Samurai photo. The wine glass doesn't make sense. This is a crime photo, so duh, no. I don't think it would be that. Like, the knife, no. The autopsy report was literally just created, like, duh. And it wouldn't be Lotta's photo. So was it, like, something related to the suicide note?
No.
Then what the fuck is it?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes!
You want to know?
No shit, Sherlock.
You want to know? It is one of the things you have already looked at.
I've looked at everything, so that doesn't really file it down much. Was it the wine glass?
No.
The knife?
No.
What?
This is really you're making it much more difficult than it has to be.
Am I?
You
Am
are.
I?
You are. It's so funny watching you get mad.
Make it make sense. What the fuck do I present?
But it does make sense.
Make it make sense to me.
I'm sorry, that is out of my realm of capabilities. Can figure it out.
Help
You have
me make sense of it. What?
just go through everything one at a time. Look at it. Examine things if you have to.
Not that and not that. Why would it be a glossy photo of the Nickel Samurai? He wasn't beholden to loving him. This is our press conference ticket. It also wouldn't be the radio transceiver. We got that from God knows where again. No, it wouldn't be Lada's camera. We know exactly where that was. Magazine clipping. We received it from Will. Oh, it actually says here. Received from Will Powers. Yeah, no, it wouldn't be that. I don't imagine. Wouldn't be the guide map. The case inside the case. Wow. Wine glass. You said no, that it wasn't that. This is just a photo of the crime scene. The Gem and Ninja's button. Why would that be in the case? You say it's not the suicide report or the attempted suicide report. Related things, right?
Right.
Obviously, it wouldn't be Juan's autopsy report. We literally just got that. The knife. You said it wasn't that either. Lada's photo.
Mm-hmm.
Lada's photo wouldn't be in that fucking case, would it?
Look, why don't we look at the photo? Okay, so let's think about this. Could go into a guitar case.
Wait, what?
About it. It's a guitar case. And Andrews needed to fit something into the guitar case so that she could do something. What? Who was in the guitar? Who are we trying to prove was in the costume?
We're trying to prove Adrian was the one in the costume?
Right? That's why we're calling her now. Remember? Stupid. That's why we called her in the first place.
Yeah.
So, she was in Juan Cordita's room. Juan Cordita is not the Nickel Samurai.
Okay.
So there wouldn't be a Nickel Samurai costume in Juan Cordita's room. So where would she put a Nickel Samurai costume?
Oh my god. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh.
Yes.
The way that costume was made feels like it wouldn't fit in that. But you know what? Okay. This is a photograph. Yes, but what is important is what is in the picture you're in. You're in this picture? It doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I am proposing is, inside the guitar case was the Steel Samurai, the hero's very own costume. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Right, are you saying the witness opened the guitar case to take out a costume? What insane point would there be to doing something like that? What insane point would be to wear the costume, of course? Miss Andrews put it on to hide her identity so that she can make her escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone see you leave, could you, Miss Andrews? I refuse to accept your theory. Do you have anything to support such a preposterous idea? Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starving for a big scoop. And in the end, she managed to get this shot, correct? You mean this photo? Yeah. Yeah, he means this photo. Order, order! It looks like we've wandered into quite another mess again, haven't we? Nice job, Phoenix. Well, you know my strategy. Speak first, think later. So the real murderer was hiding inside a costume. Hold it. Wait 1 second, Your Honor. The Nickel Samurai's costume would have been Mr. Matt Ungar's. Why would something of the defendant's be in the victim's room? And inside the guitar case of all places. True. That is a little baffling. Mr. Wright, the court would like to hear your thoughts. What was the Nickel Samurai costume doing inside the guitar case? Of course it wasn't stolen. There's not one. This is a big production. They have to have multiple. This is the kind of costume that falls apart with time. It was a spare. Mr. Unger did not take his costume off during the break period. In that case, the costume we were talking about was a spare one. What? Then, are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were 2 Nickel Samurai costumes at the Gatewater Hotel? Yes, that is what I am saying. And how do you explain the costume that was inside the guitar case? It mean that the victim himself had planned to bring the spare to the ceremony. But why? The victim, Mr. Kurita, was the Jama Ninja. Why would he secretly bring the Nickel Samurai spare costume with him? What would be the reason behind such a peculiar act? So that's what he intended. Objection. What are you mumbling to yourself about now? Have you just been rambling all this time without any sense of inner monologue? He's been rambling with an inner monologue that's going equally as slow. Huh? No, we just... Mr. Wright, please explain yourself. Why do you think the victim had the Nickel Samurai spare costume? Phoenix, are you sure you can explain this one? Think carefully before you answer. And then answer with gusto. I believe in you. Alright, this is what I think. The reason the victim brought the Nickel Samurai spare costume to the hotel was...
What, are you expecting me to give you an answer?
The press conference? Wait. Matt wasn't told anything about how he was being asked to confess something. Was Juan the one who was supposed to be doing the confessing? But why?
Yes, do that ticket.
It's this. This is what I'm supposed to present?
That is what you're supposed to present.
Okay, I figured. What is this? On the night of the murder, after the stage show, the Nickel Samurai was going to hold a special press conference. A press conference? Yes, the Nickel Samurai was supposed to confess something after this conference. I heard about this as well. For once, you're not making something up, right? Edgeworth, you know I haven't made up... Well, I've bullshitted a lot of things sometimes, but that's usually just because of the fact that people hide shit. You've seen it happen. But that struck me as strange... But what struck me as strange was that Mr. Ongard himself said he had no idea he was supposed to be holding a press conference that night. But how can that be? The way I see it, that can only mean one thing. The conference was set up by none other than the victim, Mr. Juan Carida himself. The victim? Yes. The spare nickel samurai costume was prepared for this very conference. Mr. Carida was going to hold a press conference as the nickel samurai. He was going to dress up as the nickel samurai and pretend to hold a press conference? Why would the victim do such a thing? That's something I don't quite know yet. However, what I am concerned with right now is what he intended to reveal at that conference. The nickel samurai was going to confess something. And by confess, I'd wager he was going to reveal something about himself. Which means that Juan Carida, posing as the nickel samurai, was going to speak about Matt on guard. Yes, I guess that is what it would mean. But if that's the case, that's not a confession. That's public disclosure. Most people don't know what that would mean. But, Miss Andrews? I can see why you are pros at what you do. Pardon me? Yes, just as you say, the press conference was set up by Juan. Fucking finally! Miss Andrews, please offer us an explanation for this. I was the one who asked to help set it up. And the person who prepared the second costume for him, that was also me. You? Of course. Juan had bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway. Okay, but this is a vanity award. This is a vanity award. It isn't even that much of a popularity contest. It's a vanity award. I mean, I guess it kind of is a popularity contest, but like, it's a vanity award. He was going to ruin him, huh? It looked like somehow Juan had his hands on a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. What? And do you know what the secret of Mr. Onguard's is, Miss Andrews? That's something only Juan knew. I don't know what it is. I mean, it could have been made up. It could just be the "doesn't she look tired" sort of excuse, too. Ah, I see. I've probably been coming up quite suspicious to everyone. But that's to be expected. I've been trying to protect Matt, after all. Protect Mr. Onguard? And yet again, another strange bit of truth comes to light, it seems. Miss Andrews, if you could, please tell us the truth about your behavior. Yes, Your Honor, I understand. Protecting Matt. Protecting Matt. From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. Matt had to kill Juan no matter what. And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course, the button, the knife, but I'm Matt's manager, so I felt I had to protect him. This does account for everything. Well, I am the logical type. I'm finally seeing her true self. She's more nervous than scared of rabbit. If there are no objections, I feel that I can pass a verdict based on this testimony. Now then, Mr. Wright, if you please. Looks like somehow everything has swung to the opposite end of the scale. Again. So wait. Adrian's basically confessing to be accessory to murder. Because that's what she would be fucking charged with. Instead of being murderer. But what was she doing to protect Matt? How does that add up? That doesn't add up. That just means I have to put my weight into this and turn her logic upside down. Protecting Matt. From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. Hold it. Would you say that was your intuition speaking to you? Don't confuse my methods of reasoning with your own. Okay. I don't know, whatever. If you want to prove that someone did something, you need 3 things. 3 things? A motive, an opportunity to commit the crime, and finally, decisive evidence. Did you study law? You know what? Never mind. If you think these 3 things through, the answer becomes quite clear. You should have already known that, Phoenix. They didn't teach that to us in school, at least not from what I remember. May I continue now? Matt had to kill Juan no matter what. Hold it. So would you say this need came from the press conference? Yes. Do you know why Juan chose that event in that hotel for the conference? Because that one was when he could cause the most damage to the public's beloved Matt Ungard. And you knew of this plan, didn't you, Miss Andrews? Yes, because I was the one who set up the conference and prepared the costume. But I'm sure Mr. Ungard himself didn't know anything about the press conference. Oh, really? Can you show me any proof that he didn't know about the press conference? Anyway, Phoenix! Phoenix, don't use that anyway when Miles has already done that. The important thing here is that this information was not in your testimony. Yes, I agree. Miss Andrews, please correct your testimony if you please. Grasping at straws now, are we, Mr. Wright? Holding on to a lead. I know what his motive was, but I don't have any way to prove I'm right. Okay, hold on, wait. From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. I know what his motive was, but I don't have any way to prove I'm right. Hold it. Has Mr. Ungard done something to hurt or betray you personally? Why do you ask? You were the one who helped Mr. Corrida with his press conference. That event was supposed to bring down Matt Ungard, yet you still helped out. The person on trial right now is Mr. Ungard, right? What the witness was thinking, helping the victim with his plan, is none of your concern. But it kind of was everything. Because why would Matt have been concerned? Like, what was the motive? What was the story behind the motive? In any case, this means that the defendant had a motive to kill. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Ugh. And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. You yourself said he was asleep. But you know what? Never mind. Hold it. But didn't you already testify earlier that Mr. Ungard was taking a nap in his room? Are you telling me now that too was a lie so you could cover for Mr. Ungard? I'm not telling you anything of the sort. When I went to get him for the show, he honestly was sleeping. However, as to whether he was sleeping the entire time, that I cannot say. I was too busy setting up the stage at the time. I keep trying, but I can find no flaws with the ones Sanders has said. Okay, so hold on. She walked out in the other costume. Not only where did that go, but, you know what? Never mind. It actually is not as loose a testimony as I thought. Okay, I can't say the same for some people in this courtroom, however. The judge is glaring straight at Mia. He's glaring at you, smart guy. My God. My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course. The button and the knife, but immense... What?
End time.
Fine. We're in the thick of things.
I know.
Fine. All right. I'll cut it there. So, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please do leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the bell if you want notifications as to when we go live. We go live here at the 2GaysStream every Thursday from 7 to 9 US Central Time, approximately. And then I solo stream from 6 to 9-ish US Central Time on Sunday. I go back and forth between Minecraft and Factorio on those streams, and then here on the 2Gays stream, well, we've been doing Ace Attorney. Once we're done with Justice for All, we'll probably take a little bit of a break for just like other games or more fun stuff, because my god, these cases take a while. They take months at times. God, how many streams have we already done just dedicated to this case?
A lot.
Too many, because we get sidetracked. And also, at times, I just don't know what the fuck is going on. Because as tight as some of these games are written, and like, as wonderful as it is to deduce some things, it's like, the fuck am I supposed to present or press on or whatever? It's like, They're like, you know what it is, don't you? No! No one does!
You know what it is, don't you?
No, bitch! No!
Oh well.
Anyways,
Bye.
that should do it. This has been Guy with an Eye Smith.
And this has been Andrew, spelled QV723.
Oh my god. And we're signing off. Until next time, take care. We'll see you guys.